Hello, I'm Cedron, and thanks for tuning in to Inflation Watch, Bank of Jamaica's monthly discussion on price movements in the economy. Whether or not you've been here before, let's just do a quick refresher. Annual or headline inflation is the general rate of increase in the prices of goods and services over 12 months. Now that that's out of the way, I have great news for you. Annual inflation or headline inflation for April 2025 was 5.3%. This means inflation was within the BOJ's target range of 4 to 6%. Simply put, price increases for April 2025 are considered low, stable, and predictable. Even though inflation in April was slightly higher than the 5% recorded in March 2025, it was consistent with April of last year. The relatively low and stable headline inflation largely reflected the fading impact of previous increases in regulated prices, along with continued stability in what businesses expect inflation to be going forward. This is what economists refer to as inflation expectations. These expectations play a key role in keeping actual inflation in check. The increase in prices at April 2025 compared to a year earlier resulted mainly from more expensive items in the food and non-alcoholic beverages category. Some of these items include our favorite fruits and vegetables such as ripe bananas, oranges, watermelons, dried coconuts, tomatoes, and carrots. Additionally, there were higher prices for some ingredients we love in our Saturday soup, like Irish potatoes, yams, plantains, and green bananas. You may have also noticed an increase in household rent, electricity rates, and the cost of meals from fast food restaurants and cookshops over the past year. Now that you know the factors that influenced inflation at April 2025, let's check in with BJ and Marcia as they discuss how Bank of Jamaica ensures relative stability in the foreign exchange market as one way of keeping inflation low, stable, and predictable.
You're up early, Marcia.
Yes, DJ. Have to start early. I need to go change some US dollars to buy goods. Just hope I get a good rate. By the way, you think the exchange rate affect inflation?
Yeah, man. The exchange rate affects inflation through the price of imported goods and indirectly through the price of raw materials that we import, affecting the final cost of goods and services. That is one reason BOJ always working to keep the foreign exchange market stable, so that it can help achieve the inflation target of between 4 and 6%.
So how the exchange rate really work though, BJ?
Well, the exchange rate is the price that we pay in Jamaican dollars for a US dollar. If the price go up, we say the rate depreciates. If it fall, it appreciates. The exchange rate is determined by demand and supply. If Jamaicans want more US dollars than what is available, the rate will depreciate. It appreciates when demand is less than what is available.
So BOJ involved in the market for US dollars?
Definitely. BOJ, as an independent central bank trying to identify the best policies to control inflation, buys and sells US dollars from time to time to close the gap between demand and supply. When this gap may cause movements in the exchange rate that could cause it to miss its inflation target, they do that using the BOJ foreign exchange intervention and trading tool introduced in 2017. It's one way to make sure there is no shortage or oversupply in the market. A stable foreign exchange system goes a long way in making sure there's low inflation that benefits everybody.
Sounds good, BJ. I'm going to cash in on my benefit right now.
Thanks for those reminders, BJ and Marcia. And that's a wrap for Inflation Watch, looking at price movements at April 2025. Join us again next time when Bank of Jamaica will bring you another episode of Inflation Watch, where we track inflation and explore the factors influencing price changes in Jamaica. I'm Cedron. Walk good.